Okay, year 4. Our English lesson today is our edit of our first draft of our journalistic writing. So your book by the end of the lesson will look like this. And our first task, as it always is in our edit lesson, is to look for targets that we need to improve upon. Okay, so we have got our steps to success and your edit sticker. So have a look through your draft and choose 3 targets for your edit. Okay, and 2 of those would be up-leveling your vocabulary and using paragraphs to organise. So you can use these and choose one more target. So pause the video and select your targets for editing. Okay then, so moving on, we have a Wobble. How can we up-level it? So it says, a few days ago, a spider wrote a message on a web. A farmer found it and he was shocked when he found it. It happened on the farm. The man said it is because Charlotte is trying to save Wilbur. This has happened twice now. The first time Levi went down to the barn to feed Wilbur and he found the web. He fell to his knees and he said a prayer and he was dead shocked. Then he told Mr. Zuckerman and he told Mrs. Zuckerman and she rung the newspaper. Then everyone came to see it, but then everyone got bored. Then a few days later, the spider did it again. So we all came back. Okay, so there's lots of things we can up level here. Okay, we're very generic, we're very general with the vocab we're using. So a few days ago, you wouldn't use that in a newspaper article. You'd want to know exactly when something happened. Okay, we've put it happened on the farm. Well, what farm? Okay, so we need to be more precise with the vocabulary that we are using. And then it says here, the man said it is because Charlotte is trying to save Wilbur. Well, nobody knows that because obviously apart from Fern, nobody can talk to the animals. So they don't actually know why the spider is there. So just to remind you, we have got our vocab mats here to help you with your newspaper vocabulary. Okay, so thinking about this vocab and trying to input it into our journalistic writing. So we've got some fronted adverbials for time and place and manner. We've got some verbs and some nouns, okay, to help us, and some more adverbs and some vocabulary here, particularly thinking about the quotes that we're using as well. So hopefully you will be able to use this to help up-level your writing today. So let's have a look at up-leveling our vocab. So I've taken part of my Wobble, so the first part, and we're going to up-level it below. So, a few days ago. I don't like that because it's not precise enough. So we need to say exactly when. So we can say last Tuesday. So it's much more precise. We've got our comma for our fronted adverbial. A spider wrote a message on a web. Okay, so that's not very detailed, is it? So and it's also got quite poor vocabulary. So let's up-level it. Last Tuesday, an unbelievable miracle occurred on Mr. Zuckerman's farm. Okay, so Levi, so I'm looking at a farmer found it and he was shocked when he found it. Levi, who is the farmhand, so I've used a relative clause there to give more information, dropped into the middle of my sentence. Levi, who is the farmhand, was the first to identify this, I don't want to use miracle because I've used it already. Levi, who is the farmhand, was the first to identify this strange sighting. Okay, it happened on the farm. So do I need the words it happened on the farm? Because actually we've already put last Tuesday an unbelievable miracle occurred on Mr. Zuckerman's farm. So because we've already inputted that information, we don't need to say it again. Okay, the man said it is because Charlotte is trying to save Wilbur. So we can't say the man said it. We can use reports suggest that the message was written to gain the farmer's attention because he intended to murder the small pig. Okay, so we've up-leveled our vocabulary, we've gone through and we've not changed the meaning of our paragraph, but we've up-leveled the vocabulary within it and the order that things are said. So now we know that this is our first paragraph, so let's check we've done our 5 W's. So we've done when, we've done what, we've done where, who, and why. So we've completed all of our 5 W's. So we've gone through each sentence bit by bit and checked whether it makes sense, whether it can be up-leveled, whether it needs to be taken out altogether. Okay, and we have edited our first draft. So that is what you are now going to do to your own work. Okay, so you are going to go back through your draft from yesterday, using the feedback you've been given on Class Dojo as well to help you. Reread what you wrote yesterday and think about where you could up-level it. So you need to find part of your draft where you think your vocabulary isn't formal enough, isn't high level enough, and you are going to edit that today. Okay, so go back through your draft now, identify the section you want to edit, and using our prompt mats, you can improve it today.